All right, everybody, guys and girls, we're gonna begin to work this month on lasso guard. But before people call lasso guard, we call shin on the biceps guard. But we need to go back to the basics a little bit and understand some basic principles of that first. Then you're gonna move to this, okay? So we're gonna kind of work a scissor sweep control, but with a really good variation. That move actually, the best guy I ever seen doing that move is Ricardo Liborio. Ricardo Liborio is the head coach of American Top Team, one of the biggest teams in MMA. They have more athletes in the UFC than anybody. He actually competed on the Abu Dhabi tournament this weekend. He actually won a super fight against Marius Berry. And he's very good on that game, very basic but very effective, okay? So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to have here my close guard, and Rick is going to keep that elbow really tight, which is a really good thing. He doesn't keep the elbow on inside, which would be very easy for a triangle. He keeps it on top, which is a good thing, you know? So we're going to have my hand on the collar, my hand on the hip, on the arm. From here, as I feel that he has a really good posture and the arm is in the correct place, and for one reason or another, it's very hard for me to break his posture, I'm going to trap that arm right here. I want to make sure that I trap the arm in a way that even if he looks that it's already being set up, I'm still going to be able to do it. Okay, so hand on the collar, hand on the arm. I'm going to lift my leg a little bit, so I'm going to lift my leg here. When I open the guard, look, I lift and I lock. As I lock here, I'm already moving sideways, and then my ankle is already pushing his triceps and biceps right there. So try to take your arm out. So look, it's kind of stuck. Okay? And then from here, you're going to do two variations. Number one, when he gives me time enough to get that arm stuck. Number two, when he yanks it out. If that's the case, if I lock it really well like I did now, it's a piece of cake. All I need to do is this. Always control him by the elbow, lifting the elbow a little bit, and then that foot goes immediately to the hip. Now, yank the collar as you keep that leg. Boom. Triangle's right there. I can lock it, posture up. I can lock it kind of like locking on the guard like that. Pinch the knees together, cross the arm, and I yank him down. Now, I can put the foot back on the hip because his posture is poor, and the triangle is very nice and tight. Okay, so I'm going to lock it together, pull the head down as I squeeze the knees. One thing that I see a lot of that people just pull the head down like that. Don't put any work on the legs. When you work the legs, pinch your knee together, and then you pull the head down. That's where the pressure comes from. Okay, let's go a little faster. So here I am. Don't open your guard, move your hip, and 2 hours later go. It doesn't work like that. He's going to see what's going on. So you lift your leg a little bit, and look. Then you move. Look how tight it is. Foot on the hip, pull as you yank. So remember, as you kick that leg, I'm already pulling, and my hip is already moving. If he can allow me to move my hip all the way, great. It's already there. If not, if I kind of get on the limbo, lock your legs together. He postures up, but look, knees tight. As I yank his arm, I bring him close. Now I can put the hand on the shin, foot on the hip, and I have all space in the world to move my hip to the correct place. Lock it. He's a big guy, he tries to pass my guard. With this hand, I always have a free hand to block it. Okay, and then another way to squeeze, pinch your knees together, hold the legs, squeeze here. Okay? All right. Do this one first, then the variation next. Let's go. Nothing happens, but if I bridge, a little push does the job. If he keeps holding me again, don't try to lift the head up.